Hi, my name is Sarah Schneider, and today I will be talking about Why Boys Fail, Saving Our Sons from an Educational System That's Leaving Them Behind by Richard Whitemeyer. The first thing that I would like to talk about today is the lack of mentors. Mentoring has a huge impact on students, and the lack of male mentors has caused the male students to fall behind in their educational progress. A mentoring program was taken to a new level at Frankfurt. This program started as an idea and was shot down with doubt. The seed of doubt that was planted never got the chance to bloom because so many people wanted to come and tutor the students and be their mentors. The mentors liked it because it was structured and they wanted to make a difference in the lives of students. Mentoring became a science through the HOSTS program. HOSTS stands for Help One Student to Succeed. This broke down the tasks of the mentors for each student. By incorporating a checklist, it encouraged the mentors to complete tasks that they may not have felt 100% in. It made them look like they were experts in the field. The verse that I chose for this was Proverbs 17, verse 27. Iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. I chose this verse because it highlights the importance of learning from one another. This verse reminds me that as we go through our daily lives, we have to have someone that can be there to teach us new things as we grow. The next thing that I would like to touch on is faltering literacy skills. As curriculums have been pushed down, it has left our boys in the back seat. At a young age, boys are less verbal than girls, and this makes a gender gap in literacy skills. Without teachers having the proper training to keep the boys up to speed, they will continue to fail. We must be taught and take the time with the children of our future. The verses that I chose for this was Luke 15, verses 4 through 7. This is the parable of leaving the 99 sheep to help the one. I chose this verse because it reminds me that as a community we have to leave the 99 to help the one in need. In this situation, our boys are the ones that need our help because of the educational system that is failing them. In order to make a difference in the community, we must take the time to not only identify the one that needs their help, but also identify what would be the best course of action to help them. We must leave the 99 to follow the one. The next thing that I would like to touch on is the blame game. The teaching profession is filled with female teachers, and this creates a gap in what students are being taught. One thing that can be done to fix this is encouraging more males to become educators. The Bible verse that I chose for this was Matthew 5, verse 14. The New International Version states, "You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden." I chose this verse because more male educators need to not be afraid of judgment. There is a whole generation of young men that are looking for a male role model in a profession that is saturated with females. Male educators will be the light for those children. The next thing that I would like to talk about is the ideological stalemate. Are boys in trouble? The debate of if boys are in trouble or not continues even into today. But by diminishing the severity of our failing education system, we are failing our boys for far longer than they should be. The verse that I chose for this was Psalms 46, 1. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. I chose this verse because in the midst of uncertain times, we can hold firm to the truth that our God is our refuge and strength, and that He is going to be the one to help us when we need it. The last thing that I would like to touch on is testing. Testing is used to monitor student success and is also blamed for male students' failure. Tests are a necessity for monitoring success and need to be continued despite young boys not liking them. However, tests can be administered in a different way for students to not feel as much stress when taking them. The verse that I chose for this was James 1, verse 3. The New International Version states, "Because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance." I chose this verse because students that are taking tests are growing stronger whether they realize it or not. These students are testing their knowledge and their faith in themselves, which is helping them to become stronger test takers at the end of the day. These students are facing so many difficulties, and these boys are being failed by our education system, and we need to change that. The resources that I used for this was Why Boys Fail: Saving Our Sons from an Educational System That's Leaving Them Behind by Richard Whitemeyer. Thank you for your time and have a wonderful day.